Thank you so much. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for your interest in naoo, and I'm going to present the company to you in the next 25 minutes. My name is Thomas Wolfensberger. I'm the founder and strategic advisor of naoo AG. So to introduce the group to you at a glance, we're the #1 influencer marketing house in Switzerland. We're the largest influencer agency with 3,800 creators and 300 brand clients. We have a large network of approximately 175 million followers that we can target with our network, and we run local, regional, and global campaigns. The brand that operates this business is called Kingfluencers. And then we are also a technology company, and we want to be Europe's next level social media platform. So that operates under the brand naoo. It's an integrated AI-enabled tech firm that develops a proprietary next generation social media platform. It integrates a point system and gamification features. You'll see all that in a minute. We operate in a very strong and large market. So one is social media advertising. It's a very large market and still growing at 6.7% with a volume of 235 billion US. And then we operate also in the influencer market, which is growing even more than that at a 22% CAGR in the DACH market. We have seen 112,000 downloads with 5,500 monthly and 1,200 daily active users on the naoo platform. We would break even at 30,000 daily active users. You'll see how we'll be achieving that. And we already featured once as top 3 in the App Store. The business model I'll be getting into in a minute, so we probably can skip that here. And so capital markets were traded on the Düsseldorf exchange. Our first trading date was the 5th of December, 2024. And on the right, you see the analyst target issued by GBC. We really started with the company in 2020, developing app and functionality, and then moved on to push usability and performance. In 2025, we acquired Kingfluencers AG in the first quarter and gained access to many more creators and clients. And also we pushed a massive AI infrastructure initiative, and we'll talk about that in a minute. And in the future, we'll be focusing very much on pushing to technology and also on expanding our geographical footprint. So in 2025, so far, we've delivered quite well on the most important milestones. In terms of strategic milestones, we started the year with an equity facility that we secured, but we haven't used yet, from GEM. Then we acquired Kingfluencers, as we just said. And then we had 2 very senior and strategic hires. One was a former executive of Google Switzerland of the management board, Gregor Dose. We'll talk about him in a minute. And also David Liu, who came from eBay, who joined as our head of AI. The product made big steps. As we said, we reached once 3rd place. We were very proud because we were ahead of Telegram and WhatsApp and Facebook for the first time. We launched our first AI-based feed algorithm. We launched Gaia, our proprietary data platform, and the new app version that delivered a lot more performance. So the year was very full so far in terms of product updates. And in terms of financial performance, we strengthened our equity base in the first half by converting 4.6 million of loans, Swiss franc loans, into equity. And then the H1 revenue jumped a lot to 4.3 million post the acquisition and integration of Kingfluencers. Gross profit reached 1.62 million with a negative EBITDA of 1.22 million. So what's in stock for 2026? In a nutshell, we're working very hard on expanding our sales pipeline. We're really adding a lot of new accounts for the new year, as well as media agencies in a really unprecedented fashion. And we're launching new products. One is the creator-driven commerce and content hubs, where we'll be leveraging off Shopify technology. So naoo platform independent ways to generate revenue. And then we'll be commercializing some naoo products that we'll talk about. One is Mirror Plus and the other one is naoo Business. And we'll talk about that in a minute. So for those of you who haven't come across naoo, I want to introduce the app to you in 4 short videos. I hope this plays. So Now is really a social media app, and all of the screens that you see are working examples. So this stuff all works really well. It does pretty much everything you would expect from a social media app: user profile, content. You can search for content. You can add likes if you want, etc. So this is basically, now that's the search. So these are the most important functionalities. What's quite different from other social media apps is that it has a very strong gamification layer. So we can run polls. If you answer them, you get points. You can also win these points in casino-like games, let's say. And these points will then be added to your, let me play this one first. These points will be added to your wallet. This is the wallet. And from this wallet, you can use the points to turn them into vouchers of participating partners or cash, actually. This is what you see here. And then we have a lot of commercial partners that you can use these vouchers with that you see here. For example, now this is a Shopify voucher. Another aspect of the app is the business app. So this is like Uber consumer and Uber driver. This is like the driver app. So everybody who consumes can be a seller of something. And what you see here is someone placing an offer where, they sell a bottle of gin and you can buy it. And if you buy it, you get points. And those points are then again credited to your wallet. And that's basically a world novelty. So a loyalty local advertising marketing system embedded into a social media platform. That's what we are. So welcome to the world of now. It's a lot of features that are very interesting that go beyond what social media does today. Profile and feed reward system. There's a strong geolocation aspect, so you can search for products that are close to you. They will be delivered to you with AI accuracy. There's a lot of social features. There's a lot of gamification and a strong user tier system. So in the short term, we also think that increasing our revenue potential is very important. So we've created a number of businesses. Some of them are independent of the Now platform, and some of them are the Now platform. So what you see here is basically from the left to the right is influencer marketing, which is our biggest vertical right now, where we have 300 clients, and we're adding a lot of accounts every year to this with our team. And it's about basically running influencer campaigns, also based, by the way, on a very strong proprietary technology platform. Then we have a second business that we're launching soon, which is creator-driven commerce and content hubs. These are basically creators advertise for certain products and services, and then we run the pages, the landing pages where all this traffic lands, and that is being sponsored by customers that we already have in places like beauty, fashion, health, sustainability, financial services, and so on. And that's what we're working on. And this is a project that's going to yield revenue in 2026 already. Then we have a project in vertical shorts. This is the production and monetization of vertical short format video for entertainment purposes. And we're both partnering with companies, and we're also producing our own IP, pretty much leveraging the capabilities of Kingfluencers with the creators in Europe. Then we have three Now-based product verticals. One is Now Mirror Plus, is a new product that makes it very easy to increase reach for social media advertisers by copying their LinkedIn or Instagram content onto Now. We have an automated service that does that, and we've just launched that. Now Business is the SaaS product for small and medium-sized businesses, for multi-location brands. You just saw how it works in the short video, and that is also being launched now and will generate revenue in 2026. And then we have programmatic advertising on Now, which is really the growth engine for the future. So when Now has mass adoption, then a lot of the revenue will come from that side. So we're focusing on building a unified portfolio of revenue generating units that balance both the short-term needs with our long-term potential. So what are the challenges in the social media advertising market that we're actually looking at? we see a big opportunity by some aspects that have been missed by the big players. So users tell us, hey, I'm actually the consumer and my interactions and my time are not rewarded. So why is that? And we change that. So the creators say the same thing. They contribute to the attractiveness of a platform, but they're not systematically part of it. And our gamification system aims to do exactly that. Brands say, hey, I struggle to build a sizable social media audience because most brands, they don't find the right recipe to do that. And we can help them by adding a lot of interesting gamification features to their social media appearance. And that just leads to a lot more engagement. I'll show you how that works in a second. In retail, I want to interact with my audience beyond posts. So retailers, they want to not only get people on their website, they want to get them into their shops. And we have a solution that does exactly that. So here for the users, you see the problem, unrewarded attention, and the solution, basically attention, interaction become rewards. We really make sure that everybody gets rewarded for their interaction. And you see a few screens for how that works, the reward system, the polls, the content feed, the games, all of that aims at making creators more, making users, giving them a more interesting experience. And it's actually working quite well. Then for the creators, they typically have the problem that the smaller they are, the weaker their monetization is. But on the other hand, the small creators have actually better organic reach than the large creators. So we wanted to create an environment where every creator can be part of this and increase their monetization. And what you see here is that this really works throughout the whole journey that creators have, and by allowing people to find the content easily, by creators having rich profiles, transparent rewards, etc. For the brands, it's really, the challenge is it's hard to reach the people. It's hard to make them follow a brand. It's hard to actually also convert these followers into customers. So our solution proposes higher ROI by integrating these campaigns with gamification. So we have precise targeting, but we also have gamification that makes it irresistible. That's at least what we hope, for people to go onto a social media profile of any specific customer. So for retailers, the challenge is how to really convert the social media traffic into sales in an on-premise fashion. So multi-location retailers, they now have a tool where they can advertise their products and they can create specific incentives for customers to enter their shops. For example, getting points if they come back to the shop within a given time frame. So that's the secret of our solution. How does the business model work? So basically three basic advertising income streams. One is the platform advertising, basically programmatic, as we've seen before. We run that automatically through booking platforms such as the Google Ad Manager, for example. Then we have our own now business solution, and we have influencer agency fees. And that combination, that combines really very nice and stable income with a lot of platform upside. The value mechanics are quite interesting. So if you take the value of a long-term monthly active user, and we compare ourselves to meta platforms here, then we see that there's the investment that we have to make to actually nurture or create a long-term user is a lot smaller than the value of these long-term users. So that is a very good sign that the value mechanics work quite well. Our target market, I think we talked about that. I think I can skip that. A little bit more interesting is the market in DACH. Already, we see some numbers here for social media marketing and influencer marketing, and both markets are very sizable and they're growing at a very good rate. And so that's that's our main target market right now, where we want to play in both these markets. We employ 5 powerful and scalable growth drivers to fuel our growth. One is M&A, which we've done this year. We've already consolidated more than $10 million in revenue this year in M&A, and we're continuously looking at other opportunities. Then we have strong organic growth. We have influencers, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. We have events and content partnerships, and we have performance marketing that work really well. So one project we're building, leveraging off our technology and influencers, is that we're building these now worlds. Now worlds are immersive gamified experiences that go far beyond what traditional social media platforms can deliver. And so we're looking to launch a first world in 2026 in the beginning, and it will consist of a curated map, exclusive content, quizzes and challenges, rewards, daily win opportunities, and specific invite links that influencers can use to invite other people onto these platforms. What you see here is an example for a food related world where we talk about good restaurants and people get points if they go there, etc. And we plan to do that in a lot of other interesting verticals in the future. So how are we building these sensible market positions from day one? It's these exclusive vertical worlds. It's exclusive partnerships with influencers. It's a very strong technology and data moat because of the technology we've built already, gamification and rewards, and proprietary influencer-related content that we're developing. A quick look at the competitive landscape. So we think that we differ positively for a few reasons. One is the transparent and real rewards that we have. The next point is really the gamification. You saw a few examples before, and the real world connection. So we actually connect people with other people and also with stores. And that is the third aspect here. So we think that our niche is really on the side of being a community and social app, but also rewarding people in real ways, the discovery. So when you try to find something, we will reward you on the way. And that is motivating for users. In comparison to Instagram and YouTube, we have more engagement options than just liking and commenting and sharing because we can run competitions, polls, point earning opportunities, etc. We incentivize everybody, not only the top creators, and we have a very strong local focus on local communities and very good organic reach. If we compare ourselves to Google Maps, an app that I revere, by the way, but it's a fantastic app. We only show those things where you have a specific benefit for coming. So not just everything, but those shops that will give you a benefit for actually entering. Let's talk about the product technology roadmap. So very important, now combines artificial intelligence, mobile and geolocation, social media, and a reward system. We talked about that. Our pipeline for AI-based product innovation is quite full, and every month we're planning to kick out basically an innovation. So first the feed that's working, now the search, then AI-based video suggestions, people matching, and the deep recommender. So we have a full agenda for this year. And we've already built this year two foundational products that are very important. One is Gaia, our unified data platform, which we launched in May. And now we have a brand new product operational since September, which is a unified machine learning platform. And that actually we are open sourcing. So under this URL, you can access this project and you can get on the wait list. It's very handy for any, let's say, larger company that wants to run machine learning AI pipelines or training models on data and deploying that for any type of machine learning AI project that they have. So, and we try to build a bit of a reputation as a technology company by open sourcing projects. So this has enabled us to actually increase our speed in rolling out products. And we see that here in that really these two foundational platforms, they build the basis for future growth. And that will allow us to add much more features very soon that you will see in the app. We'll also have more point-based features coming soon where you can basically gift Now points to friends. You can subscribe to content for Now points, and you can buy points with an auto top-up feature. Then Now Business is a big initiative. I'm not going to talk about it very long here because we don't have time, but it's a local advertising and loyalty system embedded into social media. We have many AI-powered use cases that will serve businesses really for decades. This is a new way to market. And yeah, so all of this is really starting at the beginning of the year with Now Business. creating new opportunities for shops, hotels, spas, etc., to market to local clients. So we have a real good team. So I introduced myself before. My name is Thomas Wolfensberger. I previously started a real estate company that made it to about 1.1 billion in market cap. Before that, I started a fintech company that I sold with 120 people and global client base and was working for IBM and Accenture. And then we have a very strong team in all areas of operations. And quickly about the traction and the validation. So this is a selection of our clients throughout all sectors. We have very good retention on the app. We probably score about 2 or 3 in the 2 or 3% of the top 10 best social apps worldwide, which is kind of good. These are the numbers that I already talked about: the downloads, daily, monthly and daily active users, about 4 million monthly impressions, about 1.4 million likes. These numbers are growing quite a bit. So this is a snapshot, and the app is only marketed in Switzerland, but soon we will open the gates for foreign markets. On a good day, we're also capable to beat some big contenders, as we see here. This was this year where we went on 3rd place in the app charts, just behind Threads and just ahead of Telegram and WhatsApp. We also use our technology to run ESG types of applications for donations, also for sustainability projects, etc. And so if you're interested in that, please reach out. But there's a lot of good use cases that we can basically build with the app. All right, so I hope I stayed within my time limit, more or less. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we have two questions already in the chat. So first of all, can you comment on the GEM's equity facility? How much has been utilized to date? What's still available? And what are the main conditions for future drawdowns?
So the facility we put in place as part of our treasury strategy, we haven't drawn upon it at all yet, and we didn't have to, and it's also not planned in the near future, and so I think that's probably enough of an answer.
Okay. And the second one is, how will Gaia, Mint, and the new Sense 2 feed enhance the user experience and open up new paths for monetization or partnerships in 2026?
Oh, that's a big question. So let's say we're building new algorithms at an incredible pace right now. So every 2 weeks we're improving on something. So you saw that all the main areas of the app are being improved, and right now it's mainly the feed, and all of our monetization opportunities will become better. Programmatic advertising will go up, where we have we're very heavily working with Google, and then all of our proprietary business apps, they will benefit from this, because you can imagine that if we sign on merchants or multi-location brands that offer all of their products, we have a way to use AI to deliver all of these products and offers to the right people in their social media feed, and that's really that's new, and so the monetization potential is high. And then we shouldn't forget that we have a lot of short-term monetization opportunities with products that come off Kingfluencer's agency capabilities, and those are also very, very interesting for next year.
And another question just came in. Could you share your current active users numbers or recent monthly growth trends, averaging revenues per user, and then give an update on the burn rate and cash runway?
So on the platform side, the users are probably at something like 1,200 daily active users, corresponding to about 5,500 monthly active users, and that number has increased in the last months, but let's say not like we haven't reached the inflection point where it has taken off like exponentially, And we think that will happen once we have included some of the AI capabilities that we're working on right now. And we know this will take another few weeks, months. We think that in 2026, we'll probably see that, that effect kick in where we have more, let's say, more viral exponential growth also with all the influencer-based strategies that we're using. And in terms of the run rate, we use about 170,000 francs a month for the whole technology development at now. So it's relatively, let's say we get a lot done with the money that we spend. And until now, we also we had to fund the Kingfluencer acquisition integration, but now that is going to be cash positive. And so I foresee that this will be delivering a big chunk of our budget in 2026 already from initiatives that are not dependent on now's revenue generating capabilities. So we're really balancing our short-term cash flows with the long-term potential of the platform.
All right. It's 12:30, so your time is up, and the next one is already waiting in line. But maybe you can wrap it up with 1 or 2 sentences. Why is now a good time to invest in naoo?
Well, I invest now because we have a stable business that each agency, it's the content verticals, it's our own IP that we're developing on the entertainment side. Is going to be very interesting. Let's say a recurring business, a very interesting recurring business, and it's really an outsized technology platform upside that we have with the platform. So you combine stability with a lot of upside.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you.